Megalodon Media News. We give you all the news nobody is talking about.
Megalodon Media News. News of the weird again, y'all. News of the weirdos, should I say. I know y'all heard about Sheldon Johnson from Joe Rogan's podcast. That's what he's known of as now. Joe Rogan got one of the biggest podcasts probably on YouTube, you know what I mean? And he messed around and interviewed a killer. A man who became a public advocate for criminal justice reform after being released from prison last year was arrested on a murder charge Thursday after police found a person's body parts in the New York City home.
Twisted tale of murder. An ex-con turned criminal justice reform activist caught, police say, with a head in his freezer. Police say Sheldon Johnson killed the victim at the victim's apartment in the Bronx, dismembered the body, and then carried some of the body parts back to his home in Harlem. Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Cam live outside that apartment in Harlem. Stefan.
Well, Sandra, Tuesday, cops found a torso and arms inside a Bronx apartment. Yesterday, They found the victim's head and legs inside a 9th floor apartment here in Harlem. The suspect is an ex-con who today works as a criminal justice reform advocate. 48-year-old Sheldon Johnson walking out of the 44th precinct in handcuffs in a Tyvek suit. Cops say he's the man behind a gory homicide, charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon. But Johnson says they have the wrong man.
Innocent.
He's accused of dismembering a body. The victim, 44-year-old Colin Small. Tuesday night, police found his torso and arms inside his apartment in the Highbridge section of the Bronx as they were responding to a wellness check, sending shivers through the building.
It feels like the devil just crawled through here.
Last night, investigators say they found the victim's head and legs in Johnson's freezer at his Harlem apartment on 5th Avenue. The medical examiner says the victim was shot once in the head, leading to the murder charge. Detectives also found a Tyvek suit in Johnson's car. He served about 25 years behind bars for attempted murder and has a long rap sheet filled with other violent crimes. He appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast last month, where he talked about how he turned his life around.
I had a wife, I had family still, my son was growing up. He was hearing stories about my so-called notoriety, and I just didn't want to be that dad.
Johnson went on to talk about being a former gang member, and when he was released from prison, he says he chose to walk away from that life.
Got my GED. I left the gangs alone, which was a benefit for them because, I was what you call an authoritarian. I was a rule guy. I'm still a rule guy. I like rules. I like rules. I like structure.
Trying to change your life, trying to reform. Prison ain't good. You want to teach your kids how to do good in life. Then you find body parts. They find body parts. Check it out. Sheldon Johnson, he's 48, is jailed without bond Friday morning on charges including second-degree murder, the New York City Department of Corrections online show. The victim's relationship with Johnson is not immediately known, but the New York Police Department identified the victim as 44-year-old Colin Small. Johnson also faces charges of manslaughter and criminal possession of a weapon. Body parts was found in the freezer during a well check. Now get this. Police said officers responded to Small's Bronx home to conduct a welfare check on Tuesday night and found a headless torso in the apartment. Oh man. I mean, it take a lot, I guess, to kill somebody, but to chop the body up, man, how do you? Responding paramedics pronounced the victim dead at the scene, and officials later identified him as Small. According to CBS New York, police said Johnson shot Small and dismembered his body. A search of Johnson's Harlem apartment revealed the remainder of the body, the arms, their head inside a freezer. I'm innocent, he says. I don't know how you innocent, buddy. Look like you got caught red-handed to me, sir. You got body parts in your house, right? In your freezer. But you're saying you're innocent, man. Now, this is kind of crazy because dude don't even... I mean, what does a killer look like anyway? But you never know what these people are capable of. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of scary, man, because for a guy to just be able to just do something... He out here talking like he want to change his life, right? You know, he want to help other people change their lives, stay out of prison. You know, prison's not good. You know, I want my son, my kids, this and that. And you go and chopping up bodies, bruh. That's what I'm saying. That deception is crazy. That's why you can't trust nobody, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care if it's an old lady, old church lady. You better watch her. I ain't playing. For real. This is crazy. In the episode, Johnson said he grew up in Harlem and lived in a completely deaf household. At the time of the podcast, Johnson told Rogan he'd been out of prison for 9 months and spoke about his advocacy work. He said he entered prison as a high-ranking member of the Bloods after selling drugs and being arrested in an assault case, but later separated his ties from the gang around 2005. He said, I really said I have to change my life. I have to change my life. I just can't do this. I got a wife and kids. New York Department of Corrections records show Johnson was convicted of charges including attempted murder and robbery in 1999. Why is he still out? I don't look, man. He spent 25 years in prison, right? 25 years for armed robbery, for attempted murder and armed robbery. See, that prison reform, sometimes, I don't know, man, because you're going to let some people out. He been out for 9 months and goes and kills somebody and chops up the body, man. It's like he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait. This guy, he's not going to be reformed. He's not going to change. They don't know if he got an attorney. Well, yo, like I said, you never know who's out there, fam. For real. This is kind of crazy. And Joe Rogan's like, I'm going to have plenty of views, yo. I wish I could have got that interview. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people going on. I haven't watched it yet. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. Watch it if you can. I mean, I haven't seen it. No. He said, I seen part of it. You know, the part of it that's on this podcast I seen. But it's crazy, man. How you just remembering bodies, man. You know, I be watching Dateline. And usually, I ain't gonna lie. Usually it'd be white males doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see a black man serial killer or a black, butcher. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm just saying, that's for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even, you can Google that. You can Google the average profile of a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you. I'm not just making this up. You know what I mean? So usually it's black people. I mean, excuse me. You don't really see black people doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it don't got nothing to do about psycho. Ain't got nothing to do with color. You know what I'm saying? Your color, your skin color doesn't decide, if you're a psycho or not. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, this is crazy. Megalodon Media News. We give you all the news. Yeah.
Connection established.
Megalodon Media.
It's the Megalodon.